Hello, everyone. I'm joined here with Bradley and Joe together,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm here for like a live JoJo's chapter release.
which is also we're doing the rare but fun live chapter read. Because did we not maybe discuss doing this last time, or no? I think it was after where we were doing our Jojolion read through. We're like, yo, we should read some of the chapters live because it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Me and Joe did this back when Jojolion was coming out. Occasionally, if the chapter warranted it, and more importantly, if the schedules warranted it.
Yeah.
So don't expect this every month, buckos.
Yeah. It was usually whenever me and Will are like, oh, we both have a free day. Let's do it. And we
Yeah.
would just.
It was on a
on.
whim, and I imagine Jojolands would be similar. But we're also going to talk about what we think of these three chapters in general. So let's not waste too much time, because these are lengthy chapters. So let's read Jojolands, Find the Diamond in the Mansion.
Oh god.
All right, here we go.
Who did it?
I'm already I will always fuck up the recording.
Oh, look at
Yo.
that handsome
We
mangaka.
got chirping.
Look at that. Look at him go.
Wait, is Jodio just walking by?
Yeah. He's just kind of in plain sight.
He does the stealth missions like I do. It's like, I'm gonna walk normally until I have to like duck.
He's like, I'll reload the save if I get caught, but let me try this route.
Dude, Rohan is
Yeah.
focused on that swimming.
He's doing it. Oh man, I hate when they split the two pages into one. Okay, he's walking by, hides behind the chair. Nice read through we're having, no dialogue. What is he
I
doing?
know,
Yeah.
the whole chapter is just gonna be
Splash,
silent.
splash.
Is this him down here?
I think
That's yeah. He's
is he
grabbing the
just-
tablet.
Is he just feeling around?
Oh right, they're going for the tablet. You're right.
Yeah.
So this
you,
guy
Bradley.
is the real deal. He's actually swimming right in front of me right now. And this is pink dark boy. It's a file of something half drawn. Whew, I'm so nervous my hands are shaking. Just being able to see artwork like this is enough to make my day. But that doesn't change the fact that he's a rich guy on a ritzy vacation who brought a $6 million diamond with him to his mansion.
True. Those are the hustles, which I think I said would be me. So they're going
You mean
Usho
smooth
Usho
operators.
Ishihi. Wait, these are the smooth. Oh my god, you're right. Well, Dragona's me too. And
Yeah.
she goes smooth operators. Actually, I don't remember if Dragona goes by she or he. We'll figure it out mid chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I think she goes by she. And then
Ooh. Cat butt.
I got the door open. No issues. We're going in from the front entryway. How are things looking out by the pool?
No issues here either. As long as you don't stand right next to the sash windows, you're not visible from inside the pool area.
Okay, let's go. Yo, the squad. Man, they got in so easy. Rohan's so bad.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
All right, they're looking around. Our only target is a diamond, 23 millimeters in diameter, 110 grams in weight, diamond. Look for a safe. That's probably where it's going to be stored. And don't steal anything else. Carrying anything else would just incur more risk. Airport security when we leave the island. I imagine that the little dweeb whose name we forget is going to try to steal
Usagi.
something. Usagi's going to try to steal something else.
You know he's just gonna ruin the mission. They even warned what's her name.
It's definitely the
100%.
setup. Says Paco. Okay, put all that back.
Oh my god, they're already both stealing.
They're already doing
Oh,
it.
they're both immediately.
Never mind, Paco's just as bad, and we were wrong. Okay, put that all that back exactly where you found it. I don't care if it's caviar, cash, whatever. Look for the safe. That's it. I'll open it once we find it. It could be one of those hidden ones behind a wall-mounted TV or inside a closet.
Snip, snip.
Oh my god, he's just stealing.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
is he stealing a painting? Yeah, he's just.
No, they're trying to find the safe, so he thinks it's behind the
Okay.
painting.
You're right. That's wallpaper he's ripping, so he's leaving the most evidence ever.
I was about to say, like, they're gonna know.
Nope.
Paco's Paco's already pocket. Dude, they're not listening to Dragona at all. Paco's already
Nope.
pocketing cash. Ooh, this
We
is
got
a lot.
nada behind this thing.
What is this place? What the heck is this room? Rocks?
Oh no.
Rocks in vials? This guy is growing rock humans? What the hell? Where the hell did this come from? Are those rocks strewn all over the ground?
What's this guy doing in this room? Wait, these. Oh, that's you, Bradley.
Wait, these photo. Wait, what is this? They're volcanoes.
Oh my god.
Good.
Wait, wasn't there imagery of a volcano in like chapter 1 too?
Yeah, it's them sailing. There's like a volcano
I'm
exploding.
a rocky science dump. A volcano.
Go, Bradley.
A volcano. Some lava. This one's a lava flow. A map. And cooled lava. There's a crazy number of volcanoes and lavas. What's so fascinating about cooled lava that he's taking these close-ups. On top of that, this place is dangerous and volcanically active. Tourists aren't allowed. Has he actually gone there? Kishibe Rohan. Maybe because he's a mangaka, he's just interested in all sorts of things.
Maybe. What the hell is he purifying? Drugs? What the hell is he purifying drugs in these beakers? What the heck is this room? I wonder if this is illegal. Sort of drugs, what kind of this... What's with that Japanese guy coming to other people's countries to do this?
That's a flask.
Okay. Huh? What? That's not a beaker. Sorry.
That's not a beaker. That's a flask. And the rock-like stuff inside is lava.
Lava? So what?
Basically, I'm saying a flask is a tool you use for heating things up or cooling them down. A beaker is something you use for measuring amounts of and mixing stuff here. This is Walter White in Breaking Bad.
I was going to say this is Heisenberg.
He genuinely watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah, lava is a non-smooth neural. This is Hank and Walter together.
Nah, this is
It's
Walter
not-
Jesse.
But he's talking about minerals, Murray.
Yeah, dude, he's minerals.
It's non-smooth neural and spiky lumps of lava. I don't have a clue what this is for, though.
So what you're saying is you don't know shit, right? Well,
That's for
thanks
you.
for the pointless lava lesson. Now go find the damn safe. That's Jodio for sure.
Yeah, it's Peter Bradley.
These are cute. Does Kishibe Rohan have a pet dog? I wonder if he gave it to an editor or somebody back in Japan while he's traveling.
Maybe he's making rock pets.
Chirp, chirp,
Pet
chirp,
rocks.
chirp. The cat's acting up. He's looking at the birds. He climbs up there.
And if that's the case, then whose cat has been wandering around outside of the place?
Oh, that's a good point, Jodio. All right.
Yeah, it can't be Rohan's.
He's up. He's looking around. Alert.
Where's my tablet? I haven't even looked in the right direction yet.
Hello, can you hear me? Looks like we've got an emergency situation. The house owner just got out of the pool. I get the feeling that, yeah, I'm pretty sure, he's gonna go check on what's going on inside the house. He's most likely heading inside. Get out of there now.
Did he notice us?
No, not yet.
But
But it's dangerous anyhow. He's gonna run into you guys. Get out of the house now.
you're Rohan, Joe.
Oh, that cat. Where'd it come from? Is it a stray? It's quite strange for a cat to just show up here all of a sudden. Could that cat possibly belong to someone? Oh God. I'm having dyslexia suddenly.
So am I. I haven't read out loud in so long.
Yeah.
Could that cat possibly belong to someone? Hurry, this is looking real bad. Get out of there. He's definitely gonna go inside the house to investigate.
But we haven't found the diamond.
Well, if he runs into you inside the mansion, then this will turn into a robbery. We'll end up with some intense heat on our tail, chasing us all around the island of Hawaii. We can just try again a different day.
So there's a third party here. So this is about to pop off. It looks like whoever owns this cat, or if this cat is a weird stand.
It's going to be some part 5 third party nonsense going on.
I think so. Okay, got it. Just try again later, huh?
Oh, there it is.
We found it behind the bookcase, the safe. Nice. Okay, Rohan's approaching.
Uh-huh. Hey, you hear us? We said we found the safe.
Hurry, get this thing open. Hey, we've come this far. Don't say we gotta leave now. Okay, let's do it. You two watch the hallway. He doesn't know we're here right now, but he'll be coming in from the living room. I'll get this open before then. Smooth operators.
You're gonna keep going?
Ooh, we're pushing too deep. Yo, Rohan hitting poses as he's looking around.
As he's looking around his house.
Delightful. Oh, November. This is November Rain doing
November
something.
rain. Yeah. Huh? Sun shower. How? It's a totally clear sky. Ow.
Okay, we'll talk about November Rain later, but I do not know what this stand actually does.
Also, I like that Rohan was reading a book called The Polyhedron Encyclopedia. Young man.
Real quick, what is a polyhedron? Is that a shape or is that a freaking molecule? I don't even know.
It is. I think it's just something with multiple faces.
Yes.
And it's raining on his iPad, so it's just not his day.
Yeah.
Jody,
We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
Hello?
All right.
Do you think you can make it in time with the safe?
Cat.
The cat. So it went inside, huh?
What could it be?
Ishihi! Ishihi! It's the type of safe that has 5 metal bars inside the door. It's pretty heavy for my kids. We have plenty of time. Don't panic. The living room is still clear.
Hey, it's there's a cat. It's walking towards us down the hallway.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, peak JoJo's nonsense is starting.
Oh,
okay.
God.
And
That cat's tail is upright and showing its asshole to the world.
It is a radar. This is a word.
Yeah.
One of these characters is going to be bloody on the floor in the next 3 pages.
Page turn and Paco's gonna be Usugi's gonna be fucking dead.
Yeah. I think that's the same cat that was wandering around outside before. How did it get in?
Well, so long as it doesn't make any noise, it doesn't really matter. Okay, got it open. Alright, what's inside? Yes! It's here! Whoa! Wait, that's you.
Oh, awesome!
Let's verify it's actually real and actually 24 karat. And let's get out of here. We should have plenty of time to make it to the flight home. Glance. They're looking at the diamond. I think this is Dragona. What's that in the back that was in there? Is that another chunk of cooled lava? Why is it in the safe? Nice! That's $6 million in the bag. It's real.
What?
I got it. Turn your backpack this way. Perfect. Okay, everybody, vamoose. All right, they're vamoosing, but the shoelaces are tied. Oh no, classic. Something is wrapped around my ankle. What is that? Fishing line? Beach Boys? Ooh, a little bit maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks
here we
kind of
go.
like barbed wire.
Oh yeah, it's definitely barbed wire as here in the bottom left. All right. I went the wrong way. This does not look good. Oh, what the hell is this? It's tightening, huh?
Riley, you were 1 page short. It was 4 pages until someone was on the ground bleeding.
I was about to say.
Okay, but this is not as violent as I expected. I thought this was gonna
same.
be a catastrophe. Oh, did not mean to pun. All right, Joe, that's you up there at the top.
Oh, is it? What the hell? What on earth is that?
What in the world is wrapping around your leg? Hey, this ain't good. I can't get it off. I could use some help here. Wait, is that seriously? What is that seriously? Wraps around your Gona too? It's around my arm. What is this? Where'd it come from? This plastic string. Hey, this cat's Jolene.
I was free.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, that's like the stand energy sparkle that a Rocky draws sometimes.
This string. Sparkle.
What the hell? It's like fishing wire. It's floating.
It's translucent.
What is this? Some new type of a security system? Damn it. This stuff just won't come off. Oh crap. The one on me is getting tighter and tighter too. This is messed up.
Hey, it's gotta be that cat that did this. The cat set up that string. This is fucking insane to say. Down the hallway before. Where'd it go?
Okay, but we've come a long way from people being like, "What's happening?" It's like it's a stand. This has to be a stand.
Yeah.
We're past that in part 9. Ah, the cat. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What did you see? What did the cat set up? Come on.
Have you two not figured it out yet? There ain't no security system works like this. That's a stand. It's attacking us. That cat was targeting us the whole time. You get what I'm saying here, right?
Why is Usagi actually like the MVP of this mission so far?
Figure it out?
Yeah. Something something is happening. First, there's that stray cat that went inside the house, but also this rain. I can't help but feel it's odd for this rain to suddenly show up out of nowhere. This doesn't seem like a natural phenomenon. It's only on in the table area that was wet, that has wet spots in the chair. The chair I left the iPad on, almost like the rain was aimed for that area. And then there's these cactus spines.
And Jodio says, "Hello, can you all hear me? We're in trouble. He's someone who can see them."
Ooh,
This man is no easy foe.
he's someone who can see them, huh? That's the chapter, right? Okay, we're good.
I think he's referring to stands.
But
Y'all,
okay, how does Jodio know that? No, Bradley, you go first.
y'all, there's rocks.
There's rock. I mean, I
There's
can't.
rocks.
I can't see rocks anymore and not just get immediately suspicious.
Yeah.
We live in a world where that is a real threat.
I could definitely see Rohan being like, I figured out these rock humans exist. I wonder if there's lava rock humans and what they would look like, or something
Yo,
like that.
elemental rock humans. Let's go. We got the fire types. We got icy rock humans. We got some mossy types. We could go. We could go play as crystal rock humans.
Yes.
All right. Okay. We're gonna hold on. Let me take a pause there. Ooh, actually, what do we do? Do we talk about the chapter, or do we talk about the 3 chapters now? Like, do we go backwards, or do we just?
I think we
Come on, right?
yeah, let's go back to 1 and then go forward from there. I
Okay.
think.
This might be one big video then. I won't know where to cut it. But
All right.
so okay, first of all, that's JoJo's Part 9. Our first we have not talked about this until now. We've been very good at making sure not to talk too much because I wanted to see y'all's opinions on these first few chapters. So, what were your opinions as Part 9 was starting? We meeting Jodio and the gang, the setting, kind of the vibe. What are y'all thinking?
I really like the setting of Hawaii because it's pretty. You kind of can stick to that more isolated feeling that Moro is, but still have that travel portion of JoJo's, so you can still kind of go on an adventure if need be, but it's not all the way around the world. You're just sticking to these 5 or so islands.
I'd say it's akin to Part 5, where it's all in
Right.
Italy, but they're doing a lot of travel within Italy.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a plausible reason for characters who are in other places geographically to show up because it's Hawaii. People go there all the time on vacation.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Not that Iraqi needs many reasons to just send people to other countries, but I do think it's more cohesive that, of course, Rohan's gonna be in Hawaii, like a cultural, nice vacation place, so.
Yeah. So that's for the setting. For the characters, it's hard to get a read on everybody right now. Nothing pops out from Jodio compared to
Really?
Josuke. I maybe to y'all, but I still want to see more from him.
Now,
I guess.
Bradley, do you agree that nothing pops out with Jodio? Because I think he's very interesting as a protagonist.
I think it's cool that we got to kind of see up front and from him what his whole philosophy in life is, and because he had that big segment either in chapter 1 or 2.
True.
One thing that I really hope this part keeps going, I think more so than other parts, is the narration from the main character.
True. I feel like Iraqi has started with narrations, and then it kind of tapers off near the middle, and then might come back at the end, if I remember the parts correctly.
Now, one thing I do kind of like about him is that, a lot of past JoJos who are teenagers or around his age are kind of just they're basically grown men with the "I'm 15 years old" label slapped on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He actually kind of feels a bit more like a dumb teenager to me.
He definitely feels like the most immature by a lot.
Not only did he get totally tricked by that cop's plan that he would have dodged if he'd ever seen Breaking Bad,
Oh my god, that is another Breaking Bad scene, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
but also I don't know. He just cracks me up because he's see that guy over there? He's like this while the guy's getting stomped on. He's meanwhile,
I'm
over
like
here
this.
like this, and he's just throwing up gang signs and shit.
Oh, here, yeah, this page right here. Um, I think it's interesting how you don't have much to say about Jojo because I actually think like Jodio is immediately the most polarizing JoJo in the entire series because
Damn.
unlike every other JoJo, where you're like maybe there's a heart of gold in there, like Jodio is introduced as a borderline sociopath who has a lot of issues relating to people and clearly is willing to step on people. He's dealing drugs to like school children, like Giorno is a gangstar by name, but he's like, no drugs. We're just going to, do whatever gangstars do without
True.
drugs, which we never. I don't know.
It
What
feels
the fuck
like
that is.
a pretty hard opposite of Giorno, in terms of just like, yeah, I'm gonna do crime for crime's sake.
For cash, and like he's
cash.
actively making his community worse. So I would say like he right off the bat is the JoJo who's doing the most harm to the world. And while JoJos aren't all noble like Jonathan, I do think universally they have a good heart when you get to it. Maybe Johnny is a little bit of a maybe, but
Yeah.
I think Johnny
In
works up
general.
to it near the end.
I think most JoJos, like, even if they don't identify themselves as a good guy, are like better people than they admit they
Yeah,
are.
I do. The one you don't say a hard gold, but like he very clearly stands up for his sibling, for a lack of proper gender pronouns.
Yeah, family
Right
seems
now.
like a big deal to him because his mom.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
calls Dragona his brother, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, in this
so.
first chapter.
it's I'm still confused on.
But also, like I read, there's no like, it might be a non-binary person because there's no like non-binary way of saying someone's name in Japanese, so they just go with the more male.
True, we
affirmative term.
gotta understand we're going with fan translations. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think you're I agree with you now that I think about it more, that he is very I think that's what kind of puts me off to him, is that he's very polarizing, very different from those
See,
JoJo's.
like a lot of people are like, yeah, I want a true trash bag JoJo, and it's like, I don't know if I want to follow an anti-hero who's this like objectively careless to the world for that long in a story like JoJo. Like, it's different, but think of even Breaking Bad. Walter White is humanized by his care of Jesse and his family. Like, even Walter, who's unambiguously like the villain of the story, has moments where you're like, but he's also just a dude in a system.
Yeah.
Jodio's like a shit child, so it's like, are we going to keep that energy the whole part? And my question to y'all is, would you like it if we kept that scumbag energy the whole part? Because I think a majority of the fan base actually does want that right now, from what I saw, like reading opinions on the first chapter at least.
I think we need a sort of justification for it. Like, him and his family are like oppressed, or like they're super poor, or like they're in debt. Just something that makes it so like he can't work with the system, so he has to work, like he has to break it in order to like get his family to a proper place, or something along those lines. I don't know how bearable a protagonist, like a hard protagonist you want to root for, is going to be for a series like this. It works in Breaking Bad because like you can very early on tell that like Walter is going down a path that is going to send him to his death or to his demise. Like, that's the setup of the show basically. JoJo's has never been like that. So I'm interested to see like, how do we make, because Araki likes his kind of good family come around stories and like redemption. So I'm just curious to see how he's going to work that in.
Because that's the thing, like, on one hand, let Araki try something else, right?
Yeah.
Like, every part's it's different. But I think, like, when you add someone to the lineage of JoJo, like, to that family tree, those, like, 8 protagonists, I do want some sort of come around for them. And maybe that's a controversial, boring take. Bradley, how do you feel about the topic?
Yeah, I think as long as we do something with those personality traits in the story, then I can like it. Like, I just want to see where it goes. But, like, I need some dimensionality. Like, if this is all there is to him, then yeah, I'd be like, all right, come on.
Because to go against you a little bit, Joe, I don't think he needs anything deeper because he talks about all the benefits that he gets in his life. So it's like, by stepping on others in this system, his life is just much easier. And like, I want a Rocky to take like the hustle culture, the capitalism, and like make a statement about it, and not just be like, yeah, this guy's edgy because of it. He's like a bad teen, and we're gonna follow his misadventures as he gets deeper into crime. Now, with all the Breaking Bad parallels we're doing, I actually do think that's a huge influence to this part. So we'll see how it goes.
Second chapter, especially, I was like, this is quite literally a scene from Breaking Bad. But that being said, in terms of all the stands we have seen so far, I think they've all been great. In terms of what they can do.
Before we move to stands, I want to finish the Jodio talk with the scene that's I'm sharing right now, where he's talking about the kid, and he's like, "Oh, the kid's probably not even gonna show up tomorrow." What I'm hoping for is that he does see the kid keep showing up, and it's gonna be in a moment where he's kind of at a low, either like after this initial arc, midway through the story. Either one I think would work, right? And he sees the resilience of that kid who is like not doing well in the system, because Jodio has that speech about mechanisms, and he's like, I don't want to use the word systems because I think mechanisms better. But if you just substitute the word system in there, and systems of power, his whole speech makes a lot more sense. He's just being a JoJo character. But I want like a coming around moment where he sees that the kid's still there, he misjudged them, and he has like a bit of a moment where he kind of reanalyzes how he's been and has like a subtle change for the better, or like I'm going to use the system, but with more empathy, because this is a character without emotion, so maybe learning to grow some empathy is a good way to keep him as an anti-hero, but kind of make his journey more fun for me to follow.
Yeah, because like he has such a strong conviction in this mechanism that he's like, no, this is the way the world works. If you follow these trends in general, things will turn out better for you. And like, yeah, if we see either that particular boy or like some other character succeed even when they're going against Jodio's mechanisms, I want to know like how he reacts to that.
And in chapter 2, he, like, when we're learning about his antisocial disorders, he even wonders to himself, like, will I ever be happy lacking these emotions? So, like, I hope Araki's doing something there. I actually, like, are people diagnosed as, like, sociopaths able to grow emotion? I actually don't know how that works. Like,
you need to watch the Shane Dawson documentary.
I don't think that's the best source for this conversation.
Nah, dude, he did his research.
Woo! That's a throwback. Jeez. Okay, let's talk about the rest of the crew in the stands, like we were about to. So, Joe, lead us off, because I think you had a thought there.
Oh, I really like the stands. The only one that's kind of like, what does this stand do? Is we were talking about it in our read through, but is November Rain, where it's a little bit in that rocky nebulousness, but like I like Smooth Operators. I think that's a great kind of like stand that's like it's a minion stand, and like I like how we're getting stands that like aren't normal for a protagonist to have. Like we usually don't have like Joe Bros that have horde stands, and we don't have Joe Bros have automatic stands.
We got Sex Pistols and the Plankton. So I think Smooth Operators is a quintessential Joe Bro stand, like a Kiss, where like it's gonna do a bunch of wacky shit to help us in very niche ways, which I'm here for. I think November Rain is more interesting to talk about, like differences where
the shape looks cool.
The shape is so cool, because people were like, this is like a lame protagonist stand. I think this thing looks so cool. It's imposing and it's huge, and I want like, I don't know if it gets a stand rush, but if it does, like it could be a stomp out where like it like huge body is just like pounding down on whatever is below him.
It just starts pissing on everybody.
Joe's kind of right though. It's kind of nebulous. Like it's out of all the stands we've seen, it's probably the one I understand the least right now.
Yeah, because like Choked or Mate Kudasai, the little bird, right? I get what it does. It's just that the explanation made no sense to me. Where it's like, I'm gonna duplicate the footage, and then they're just gonna have two footage of us, and they won't know what to do with it. It's like, wait, does that make sense? Like your real face is still in one of the footages. So like I don't know.
They only have to look for at most two people.
Like, you were in there.
You can be close enough, and you give.
And then he's just like, yeah, everybody, we're good to walk right in front of it. I was like, are you? I'm like,
it would be different if it's like once we finish, I can merge them together.
and then there's a final distorted image.
Yes. That
So
would make more
it's
sense.
like a kiss where it corrupts it post splitting.
But we don't know
but
that.
that is
'cause
not what was stated. So
No, not at all.
yeah, when I was like looking around for answers for this, it was like people were doing the JoJo thing where they just make complete headcanons where it's like, I don't know if we have quite enough information to conclude this yet because we've only seen it
meant to
once.
show you a meme because we discussed in our last discussion about King Crimson and JoJo readers.
Yeah.
And I wanted them, and it's like there's a meme where it's like the whole like bell curve bar graph thing. And on
Yes.
the left hand side, it's the guy like, I don't know how King Crimson works, and then the guy in the middle is like over explain King Crimson,
And he gets it. Yes, it's exactly what I was saying then. And then the guy who did actually like reread it, he's like, wait, I once again don't understand how this works. So with November Rain, I think what it's doing. Let's go back to the cactus scene.
Yeah.
When the
I think
rain
it's like-
when the rain hits something, it shifts it. So it's actually a lot like Smooth Operator.
Yeah. Which would make
and they're
sense because they're
siblings, so
siblings.
that it's
Yeah.
like, I wonder if that like is gonna get redundant. So hold on, let's see, because that's what the cactus is all about. November Rain hit the cactus, and like one of the spines got transferred to the teardrop or the raindrop.
Yeah.
There's also a weird scene in chapter 2 though.
Ooh, I wonder if the stand could like funnel things up it like a plant and then shoot it down as rain.
That'd be cool.
Where it like takes up like concrete bits or rocks and then it pushes it back down onto them, kind of a thing.
Here's
So it
another
keeps it
use
masked.
though,
But-
where like the rain
Yeah.
falls on the lady detective.
The
And instead of it affecting her hand, like Araki goes out of his way to show that it's hitting her hand, but it ignores it
Normally.
and goes for the plastic baggie instead. So like, this is weird because like there's something selective going on. So I'm still waiting. Like part 4 did the same thing where Josuke uses a stand for like 3 chapters before we get like a
It changes?
proper. No, Josuke's
Yeah.
stand never changed. In
well,
Diamonds
the
Unbreakable.
friction.
Diamond's Unbreakable Josuke, and then like
Okay,
at 3
okay.
chapters in, we get a little box that has like the actual stand ability.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking hopefully by the end of this initial arc, we'll get that.
Yeah.
What else
I
is
just wanna
worth
say
talking
that-
about?
We talked about the bird. We talked about the tiny men. Muscle McGee. That was a very simple stand. So either he's gonna get killed off real fast, or there's gonna be some wacky shit happening with him later.
You know what? I think Araki works best with simple stands like this. So I'm
I agree.
expecting a lot out of Paco. Like some of it will be bullshit, like manifesting a disc in his hand, but everything else is gonna be pretty Kino, I believe.
I put a gun in my abs. I'm gonna fire it with my abs.
Oh no, that's a okay.
Possibility.
Yeah, that is a okay with
Yeah.
me. He'll do the Stroheim pose where Stroheim has like the cannon
Yes.
from his
Yeah.
chest. It'll be perfect. Okay, but that's the stands. How are you liking the characters themselves out of this little squad, and also their big boss lady? What do you think's going on there?
I kind of
Oh,
like
that big boss
everyone's
lady.
dynamic.
Yeah, I do too. I think they've got a really solid dynamic so far. Even Usagi, who shows up late.
I think he completes it. I think he's such a good
Yeah.
addition to the group. And like we
Yeah.
said, we were reading chapter 3. It's like, why is he the MVP right now? Like he's got all these rock facts. He's figuring out the stand battle. Like he's doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing.
I,
Like, Paco feels like kind of like the older one who might be doing this longer, but Dragona's like the one who has a cool head, like
Yeah.
keep things on the plans, and then
Yeah.
what's his name is just kind of the airhead, and then Joe Dio, he's the Jojo.
He's also the airhead. Jodio's a dumbass.
Yeah, honestly.
Dio's the protagonist you have to have in your RPG party the entire time. So you have to like make him fit to wherever you need to be.
But Joe,
mainly
when he
healer.
learns spin in the final arc, his power level is gonna spike.
He's gonna make a tornado with his rain.
Hey, hold on. I'm actually into this.
Water
Yeah.
droplets are actually
I-
spinning water molecules.
You're
Yeah,
not
that's
even
100.
that they're actually probably that from the get go this time. I don't think like I think that's genuinely gonna be it, but from the start.
Oh, that would make sense how it could be selective if it's spin based
And
because I think
And spin like is that infinite energy and it can transfer things kind of like
yeah
when ball breaker from Gyro at the end hits Valentine, it like saps away his youth. So I don't know, like that's not the craziest spin related ability that I've
We're gonna
seen.
find out that every stand you've ever seen is actually just a vibrating string.
I
Look.
want to point out a small little note that Araki did at the end chapter 1 is that for our 3 like main characters, he like shows off the names of the stands, but they all have their like One Piece kind of logos to them too.
Ooh.
And I thought that was kind of great.
It's very cinematic, I think, very deliberately.
Yeah,
How do you like? Okay, so I feel like
It's not too
Araki
hot.
Araki is gonna do something with this system because he's starting off like very ACAB, like the cops are just
Yeah.
constantly being assholes in these first few chapters. So I feel like he is going to take this idea of like capitalism, money hustling, like the overarching system and how you have to survive in the system, which makes me think like. No matter which way he goes with Jodio, I think we're in track for the best JoJo story. And I know this might be early.
It's a bit early.
Back to 80 chapters from now. Like,
Willer and Panic.
No, listen. If this has the quality writing of Jojolion, but without the heavy mystery bogging Araki down, like this is within his wheelhouse. High stories, I believe Araki can pull that off, no problem. I don't think he's gonna run into the Jojolion like I don't really know what I was doing with the flashback man issue. Like I think he's gonna cook this time, just like Heisenberg, and it's gonna be great.
It's also set up to the way where like Araki can plan far enough in ahead, like he usually does, but not wildly too far ahead.
Which
Like
is,
I think that's the other problem with
yeah.
Jolion, was that like he's like, oh, I know like there's a group of rock people and they're doing drugs or something, and this guy forgets his memories. I'll figure it out the rest of it later, and then it kind of kept on getting more railroad tracks in front of the train as it kept going on and kept picking up speed.
And it worked out, like we mentioned. The themes still killed it, right? But I don't think we even have to necessarily worry about that because honestly, pantsing it as they call, where like you're kind of figuring out the story as you go. Not only is that exactly what the Breaking Bad writers did, which made me change my whole perspective on writing and storytelling once I found that out. Like the Breaking Bad authors had no fucking idea what they were doing the entire time, and they made peak fiction. So it, like not only like does that work, I think the story structure of heists and small little crime hustles works really well with someone who's only planning so far ahead, because it makes them get flexible with like making tense situations on how we're gonna get out of that, and I think it'll bring out some good creativity of Araki without having those weird like, okay, what was with the Jesus bite mark at the start of Jojolion? We never circle back to that.
It's kind of nice that we don't have any like setup seeds at the beginning of this whole arc, right?
Yeah, like all the setup is strictly character based stuff, which I know Araki will nail because he's actually quite good, I think, at wrapping up character arcs when he wants to.
Do you think we'll get something akin to Steel Ball Run, where like the first few chapters are going to be kind of we're just sticking to this kind of theme, and then he's going to introduce like a more connecting or forward focused like story plot hook, like the Saint parts, or do you think he's going to stick to more of like just making money, making bank kind of a thing?
What do you think, Bradley? Oh,
He's dead.
He's dead. He got hit by November Rain.
Oh no.
Personally, I think that yes. I think after this arc, we're gonna change gears quite a bit, like in part 7. I mean, it's more. I
had the wrong push to talk key. No, but here's the thing. I don't think it's just going to be like small heist after small heist. Like, we're going to introduce something bigger here, probably soon, considering we have Rohan.
Yeah.
Unless he's just here to be Rohan.
Oh my god! Wait, he might be a party. I didn't even consider this because because of this third partying situation, I think Rohan's gonna be a party member. He's gonna be like our Jotaro.
So, what if the cat is the lady's stand? Well, do we want to get into theories now, or do we want to say
Yeah,
that for
no,
later?
that's exactly what I was just thinking. I think the cat is and I don't remember her name, but I think it's really cool that she's like a big Hawaiian woman.
Miley May or Think.
Miley Cyrus's stand is probably this cat,
Yeah.
right? And it's probably here to make the heist go wrong. And that'll be the driving force, like Joe was saying. I think after this heist, it's going to be a revenge story on her, but there's also going to be someone above her. So that's my big call out. Like, we're going to spend some time working towards her, and then we'll get caught in a much bigger conspiracy, and that'll be like how we edge to a bigger climactic finale.
Well, don't forget that the story opens. I forgot. We do have one seed. With this is the story of how I got filthy rich. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Of course.
But I mean, that could also mean
never fail.
that could also mean he gets filthy rich and then gets knocked off by an assassin. The scene after, like a Tony Soprano style. I don't know.
Oh man, an epilogue in a gangster story that leads to death. That'd be great. If only some other parts did that.
I mean, there's epilogues that foreshadow death.
Yeah.
I think you're right, and I think that the cat is definitely related to the boss. I'm curious what made Jodio realize that Rohan could see stands. Can you not see November Rain's rain? I thought the cops did.
That's what I was wondering, because I thought they saw it was raining, right? Unless he was able to tell from something else.
Maybe not, actually. Joe, you want to go quickly back? Let's see. Let's look at Rohan here.
I'm looking. He definitely sees the rain here.
Rohan
I'm
or the
looking
cops?
I'm looking at the cops right now. People that can't see them never look at them. That's what Jodio says about the stands.
Right.
Yeah. But I it's hard to tell if they can actually see the rain. They like
maybe they can't.
That would be horrifying.
Okay. Yeah, you're just getting deflated by some invisible rain. That's
yeah, because I'm looking at the picture of the narc with no. She mentions she sees the rain.
Okay.
Actually.
She's also a stand user. No, yeah, then I don't know. Maybe Jodio is just sus because
yeah.
I don't know. Just saying that like he can see them is kind of very definitive.
Dude, what a twist would that be if Araki made a character we thought didn't have a stand see the rain, so we would go, oh, I guess normal people can see the rain, and then you find out later, oh no, they were a stand user the whole time.
Awesome.
Honestly, and she had like she had a very memorable intro, the fake cop lady.
Yeah.
So I could see her coming back, and she's on the panel or something.
Talking about her just reminded me of something Jodio does multiple times that cracks me up. Is someone trying to buy drugs from him, and he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Go away!" And they start walking away like, "Fine." Dude. He's like, "Where's your passion?"
See, like that's the thing. I do like his personality a lot. And any hopes that I have of like his character arc are independent of like how good Araki is doing, making him a pretty entertaining JoJo. I got high hopes for the kid, and I think this part and Jodio have the potential to make like the top two. We'll just see how it goes. I had hopes once upon a time too. But yeah,
this cat is so sus. Like the cat shows up in chapter 2. Fun fact.
Oh no way.
Yeah, like right, they're scoping out the place, and you see the cat jump down and like go into the villa.
Look, Araki
either their boss keeping an eye on him, or it's the main villain,
or something like that. Araki is really good at making individual arcs. There is absolutely no questioning about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. We're probably not gonna get the answer to like the definitive. Like Jodio might just be suspecting it, and I'll reread the chapter after this. But
it could be also one of those things where like Rohan realizes that like there's a weird circumstance about the rain, because he mentions like, oh, the rain only hit this area, and the cops might have just never thought about the rain not hitting the area, so they're not alert to seeing weird things like that, like a stand user would. So I think that might be it.
I mean, if you can see
but,
the
like,
water, you can see like why did it just rain on my iPad where I was walking by? Like,
that's what Rohan is saying, but the cops never mentioned that at all. They just
Yeah.
say it's raining.
true, they never mention like the specific area that it's raining.
Yeah. Uh, this cat is a fucking menace to society.
Who?
The cat.
You're intimidated?
It's
I mean, it definitely has a string based power, so like I don't know, this cat might be important. I want to ask, what was everyone's first opinion and thought of Rohan showing up? Because that's probably the last person anyone expected, to be honest.
I was like, this guy again.
this motherfucker. Finally, Araki, put yourself back into the manga.
Yeah, he was like, I'm done writing these side stories. I need to get back in the game.
I think what a lot of people found notable is that it's not like some alternate Rohan design. It's like it's just Rohan.
Yeah, it's just Rohan in Araki's like current art style, like the same one he uses for the Rohan side stories. So like, yeah, I guess this universe has the same Rohan, or however you wanna phrase that.
It's because his form was already perfected.
I did see someone mention, or I something that got brought up to me was that like Rohan has a pad to draw his manga on rather than like
pen and paper.
than like
yeah.
That's kind of interesting, kind of sus. Because that man loves his artistical works. Well, we're also basing it off of like another version of Rohan.
Yeah, I like. Let's maybe we shouldn't do that where we try to compare him too much to old Rohan, despite them having the exact same look and being a mangaka who both draw Pink Dark Boy. Despite those little similarities, maybe we like.
Is that what it's called in part 4?
Yeah, Pink Dark Boy has always been his manga.
Okay.
And it's also what Heaven's Door is based off of. Is that the main character?
Or is Pink Dark Boy based off of Heaven's Door? That's the real conundrum.
You know, I don't think we have the serialization date of the first Pink Dark Boy manga chapter, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
For me, I was disappointed because I really wanted it to be a Jojolands character because I really need to get some closure on Holly Joestar. But
that's the thing, when they said someone was here from Japan, I was like, it's obviously Josuke.
Like, I wanted it to be Josuke like Jotaro, but hey. Maybe Rohan met the Higashikata as he's here in their regard, and we'll get back to Josuke. Let me huff my copium, please.
I was about to say, Willer, I got your prescription for copium on my apartment today. I'll drive it over to yours.
take a nice hit.
I mean,
look, he's studying rocks. That's all I'll say. There's still hope.
So we don't know if he has Heaven's Door like proper, right?
Yeah, we just know that he draws Pink Dark Boy. So,
but what if this diamond gets stolen or something, and it is getting stolen, but it gets run off, or they break Rohan's tablet, or they do something to slight Rohan, right? And Rohan's like, you gotta pay me back for this shit, and like you have to do this job, and they say no, and so Rohan like geeses them and curses them, like writes in them like, if I don't do what Rohan says, I will die, or something like that.
I really like that as a driving force for the next like bit of story. Actually, that sounds good.
Yeah,
like Rohan could be like, it could also be like a long-term thing where it's like you have 30 days to get it back to me. So it's like multiple arcs leading up to like them doing that or something, and they have to betray Big Mom once they do it, something like that. Could be cool.
Yeah. Because it's like Rohan's stand is very strong, like everyone points out.
It's like the strongest, potentially.
Yeah, so we can't have him be running around with the gang, right? That's too powerful and too good.
Well, part 4 made it work, but Rohan's standoffish, so he's not always working with the gang.
Yeah, he was always by himself, I think, in everything that he did, really, with the exception of a few times where he was being cheated out of his life savings and his house burned down.
He hangs out with Koichi as well, but it's always a small group if Rohan's involved.
Yeah. So I think that's a good way to use Rohan, and he could be continuing the story as like this kind of like mafia boss, or like this guy that they're hiring, very Grand Theft Auto-esque, in terms of just like coming back to the next mission and getting your next bit of story and then driving 40 miles away. But yeah, Rohan's story, I wouldn't say necessarily excites me more than the potential of like what he was before, but we don't even know if like he has Heaven's Door. He might have Heaven's Door might be something completely different now. It might be the string.
He pulls out like, "Hey, you guys stole my diamond," and they're like, "So what?" And then the lock shows up in their chest, and this time he has the lock.
Yeah.
Or he summons Crazy Diamond and fixes the tablet. Like it could get wild.
That would be wild. It could be like he can only write stuff now on objects rather than people. So he wrote on the diamond if like if I get taken, tie people up.
A Rohan nerf as a party member would be good. Actually, that could be good.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem as creepy as Part 4 Rohan off the bat.
No.
I mean, he hasn't interacted with anyone.
Yeah. Do y'all think this Rohan wrote himself into another universe theory holds any water?
No, he can't write on himself. Shut up. Except for that one thing, that one shot where he did write on himself, but we don't talk about that.
Rohan got sucked into a manga that he wrote, and this is the manga.
Oh my god, it's so meta. And then we complete the Rohan equals a Rocky full circle. And here we are.
They kiss. That's the last panel is that they hug in that one.
And then as they're kissing, the Part 7 like cube like multi-dimensional thing happens to them because it's the same person meeting each other, and then they get erased.
Yeah. The Val
Waiting
thinks
for it to get revealed. I want Rohan's name to be Johan, like Johan, and it turns out he's a JoJo.
You're so real for that one, Bradley. You're so good at this. Well, not much else to speculate. I don't know what to make of the volcano rocks aside from rock human.
I'm hyped. Volcano rock hype. Let's go.
Maybe, or it could just be that, like, I don't know, he's studying volcanoes because they create diamonds. I don't know. That's not even how it works. But I also don't know what to make out of the cat outside of it being the boss. I have no other theories on that.
Well, he's definitely like distilling lava. Like he's doing some chemical compound shit with lava.
It's
like
I don't know. It's not going to be what we think, and I don't think Rohan would be dealing drugs either. So I don't think that's it either.
Oh, 100% not. He's doing some dumb bullshit that's equivalent to eating a spider.
Out of everything, this is like the #1 thing I'm excited to see a follow up on because like. The fuck is Rohan doing with oh, I'm sorry, are they flasks or beakers?
That was my favorite part of the chapter, I will say.
The lava.
The lava. Also, I clicked on another translation. Look how much worse the scan quality is. This is what we have to deal with every month, by the way. Mm-hmm. I think it's like it's all darker and shit. But yeah, I want to see a follow up to this. And we'll find out next week or next month how much of Rohan's still in there, if he's different. What if like this is the Rohan who also went on those adventures from the side stories and he's more cultured and more sociable now than the Rohan
that would be
we knew
wild.
Before.
Is the Rohan that saw the millionaire village and had to deal with his creepy boy?
This is the Rohan that got that cursed Gucci bag and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a better person now.
Rohan had to like run 30 miles per hour to fight Apollo.
This Rohan went to the Louvre? Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow, he's so cultured. All right, I have not much else to say. How about you guys?
I don't know about me. I just want to know what I'm just excited for Rockman and hopefully Dio.
What if Rohan the Rockman?
Rohan as a rock person actually works super well because he could go on hiatuses for the months where he has to hibernate, and it would make him antisocial. So
you know what?
I actually put a lot of stock in that theory, Joe.
Okay,
I'm with it.
Cool.
And maybe you know what? Let's take it one step further. Maybe he's studying his own origins, and we're gonna get to like the rock human origin. Well, I mean, we know the rock human origins though. We got a whole like thing about them, but maybe like what their culture became after their creation in that like island of New Guinea that they talked about in Jojolands that we never went to.
That's true. They were talking about New Guinea Island.
And like the part ends with Josuke sort of alluding that he's gonna travel the world to find another answer for Holly's issues. So again, let me huff a little bit, but maybe it's all gonna circle back to Josuke and Holly.
Yeah.
Well, good.
All right.
All right. Anyways, that's all I got. We'll catch you guys next month if there's no scheduling issues. Maybe even another live read through because that was fun.
Isn't New Guinea like in the same ocean as Hawaii?
It's in the Pacific Ocean. It's just more directly south of Japan, whereas Hawaii is more in the middle of fucking nowhere in the Pacific Ocean.
Gotcha.
So they're not close?
They are not close,
Okay.
but they are in the same Pacific like
They're on
not close.
opposite ends of the Pacific Ocean, you're saying?
Now I wouldn't say even the opposite ends. They're like not close as if like Houston and Austin weren't close together, kind of a thing.
Like 3 hours
Like-
apart? What do you...
Like it's hard. They're not close in terms of like you can go there on a boat from Hawaii to New Guinea, but if you hop on a plane, it's not going to be that far of a flight.
Gotcha.
Essentially.
So you're telling me we're going there for sure. All right, cool. Looking forward to it. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.